Oh yes, my Mandy Dingleberries. It's time for some mountain hiking and car camping. You better believe it is. Rights. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys, and thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night wild camping adventure. Well, it's not exactly wild. I'm going to be spending the night in the back of the Blotmobile. As you can see, I'm all set up here with my airbed, my sleeping bag, loads of bits and pieces. I've got me food and snacks and beers and that in there. You better believe I have. First we're going to go for a hike up the mountains. That'll be the last one I finish up on, which is called Grassmoor. First we're going to go up onto Rannerdale Knots, then onto Whiteless Pike, then onto Wandope. I think it's called Wandope or Wandope. You guys can tell me in the comment section which way you see it. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, and then up to Grassmoor, back down and back along here to the Blotmobile. You're not really supposed to park here overnight, but I think I'll be all right. If I was in like a little camper van or motorhome, there's more chance of getting busted blood vesseled. It's a bit safer in a car, so yeah. Happy dingoes, as they say in the doo-doing. I've got a Polish meal tonight for me to eat. Yes, I don't know if I've told you in previous videos, my wife, the beautiful Mrs. Blot with the sexy butt, her granddad's from Poland. I'll tell you a little story about that later on as well. So last night she cooked in our house a traditional Polish meal, and I've kept a tub full for later, so all I've got to do is heat it up. I'm looking forward to that, guys. A nice hot meal later on. And I've brought all Polish snacks. I might as well go the whole Polish way. The whole Polish way of the Mandingo. You know, makes sense. Polish snacks. I've got some Polish beers as well. Yeah. I've got whiskey and red wine. That's not Polish. But, however, I'm talking too much shit. I've only got about 4 hours left. And it'll be dark. And I've got a canny walk to do. Quite a big walk for this fat lad. I'll bring you back on the old trail mix. You better believe I will. Let's get cracking. Ah.
Hey mate. Hey mate. Days a favour. If I ask you really nicely, there's no need for that. I was only going to ask if you'd sell us your jawbone. Oh why, suit yourself.
So here we are, guys, approaching the summit of Rannerdale Knots, where we'll have fantastic views down onto CRUMMOCK water, over onto Buttermere. Absolutely spamtastic. Second time I've been up here. The first time was nearly 3 years ago, wild camping with the two Chris's. We had our tents just around this area. That was like nearly a year before my channel started to do well. I had no idea at the time I was going to get to where it is now. God, I didn't even think I was going to get 1,000 subscribers. Never mind all you legends tuning in. Cheers, Mandingos. Alrighty, no time to hang around. Time is against us for it getting dark. We've got to go all the way down there, up there, to the summit of Whiteless Pike, I think it's called, over onto Wandope, and up the big one there, Grassmoor. So, I'm now going to leave you with some bang average free music from YouTube. I'll take you along on the hike with us. but I'll bring you back at the summit of Grasmoor. Let's go, Mandingos, as they say in the mountain village of Patagonia. Oh yes guys, I'm at the summit of Wandope. Just having a... oh, shit. Right, take two. I'm at the summit of Wandope. I'm just going to have some of this Polish ready to eat sausage. Nice little energy boost. The wind's picking up. I'm in the clag. I can't see a thing at all, so I don't think I'm start again. I don't think I'm bother. Try again, Chris. I don't think I'm going to bother to go over and do the final Wainwright, which is called Grasmoor. In about an hour and a half, it's going to be pitch black, and I think if I just go back down the way I came, it's going to take us about an hour and a half anyway. So I don't want to get caught out in the dark and in the clag, if you know what I'm talking about. I can come back in a few weeks and do another car camp and I can go straight up on the grass mower and do another one beyond it. What's it called? Eel Crag or something like that, or Crag Hill. So yeah, I'm going to finish this snackaroni, let me drink the water. 7 o'clock I reckon. 7 o'clock, back down, let the blockmobile. Starving. Yeah, kind of see a thing, but I followed the track all the way up here, so straight back down the same track. There we go. Rightio, my Mandy Dingles, I'll see you back down at the blockmobile. I'll get some more little shots, some more footage, the old Nicki Minaj on the camaraderie on the way down. Bring you back in a Winnie Mandela. Right. Gale Platt, force winds.
Hey mate. Hey mate. Aye, yeah. Aye. Oh aye. Shake it off, baby. There's any chance you'll sell us your jawbone? Suit yourself.
Grass mower, I'll see you in a few weeks. You better believe I will. Howie, let's get back down to the blockmobile, because I've got a Polish beer with my name written all over it. Nice.
Bonjour. Au revoir.
Yes, folks, looks like I made the right decision to give grass mower a miss. That's it right up there. I think if I'd went to do that one, I would have only been reaching the summit now. Then when you're at the summit, you've got to double back and then come down the path and all the way down. And I think I would have got caught out in the dark, and I'd have been having to walk faster than I normally walk, you know, speeding up. And that's when you can injure yourself and get a twisted sock, if you know what I'm talking about. This is a nice walk the way I'm going now. Straight down this valley, all the way down, and the car park is at the bottom. That's the first Wainwright I did, Rannerdale knots, but I came up from the other side. Oop, you bugger. It was really steep. It was only 350 metres or something. It was really steep the way I came up. You don't see them bits off camera when you're like that, puffing on my inhaler. See, in that mind, I felt quite fit the day. I've only had 2 puffs. Oh, matron. Oh, good. That's before I start drinking. Yes. When we're bound. Brr. Burn the burn. Like a burr. Brr. Brr. Brian. Rotunde. Brr. Brr. When we're down. When we're down at the blockmobile, the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open a nice bottle of Polish beer, and I'm going to get the heated gloves on, because the old Hans Grubers are fucking freezing. There you go, I didn't swear. They're fucking freezing, as they say in the south of France. Right guys, not much of a walk left, 20 minutes I reckon, down the bottom there, and I'll bring you back at the blockmobile. Right. Right. I need to be myself. I can't be no one else. Yes, guys, that hike was absolutely mad for it. I loved every minute of it. It's a shame I didn't get to do the last one, grass mower, but like I said, I can always come back another time and do that. What's that noise? Can you hear that? Helicopter somewhere. Don't know if someone needs rescuing or something. I certainly don't. I've got my beers, I've got my red wine and my whiskey. Right up above us somewhere. Yes, I've got the old heated gloves on and all, because the Hans Grubers were very cold. I'm pretty cold as well, because I've been sweating and I've getting down. Now I'm cool enough. The old cool in the gangbang. So I'm going to enjoy this beer, Polish beer. Never had this one before. KO. I've had Tiski. I think everyone's tried Tiski, haven't they? Polish beer. First time trying this one. It's not bad. It's not the best, even though I don't wear a vest. But it'll do. It'll ding dang do for this Mandingo. You better believe it will. Okay then. I'm going to finish this off, and then I'm going to jump in the Blockmobile, and I'm going to put me clean, dry, warm clothes on. I brought socks, undies, t-shirt, tracky bottoms. I've even got my heated jacket, so I'm going to get that on as well. And then I'll show you me setup properly, all my food, my drinks. You know, because I've got like a traditional Polish meal. I'll show you everything in a minute. You know it makes sense. Total sense. Right. Mad for it. Alrighty, my fansexuals. It's time to show you my little setup for tonight. The Blockmobile is parked here in this little car park by the edge of CRUMMOCK water. I shouldn't be here. I'm not supposed to park here overnight and spend the night in the Blockmobile, but rules are made to be broken, as they say, in the back streets of Brooklyn, Belfast, Berlin, Beirut and Barcelona. You better believe it, Mandingos. Let's have a quick look inside. This is where I'm going to be sleeping. What, do you like my new hut, by the way? Me Berghaus from the Berghaus shop online. £12? The old £12 dinkies. You can't go wrong, dingo, Mandingos, as I say in the deepest forests of the Congo. Money well spent. Right, I've got this seat summit, a sleeping pad. It folds up far too big to put in my bag for wild camping, so it'll do for car camping. I think I'll do a few car camps over the winter. Gloves, socks, a cloth to clean my phone, 4-season OEX sleeping bag, heated gloves, you've seen them already. I've got my trespass travel pillow, cooking stoves, bin diesel, yeah. Anything else under there? Down trousers and down slippers in case I need them. I don't think I will. My new Berghaus hat. Torch thing there. Yes, guys. I've got some Tullamore Dew. I've had a few shots already. A little bit left. You know it makes total sense. This is what I'm going to do the world famous whiskey review on later on. Sadler's Peaky Blinders, or Peaky Blinder, Irish whiskey. Kindly given to me from a lovely couple. I've got the names in here. Let's have a look. Kindly given to me from Shaz and Tony. Cheers, Shaz and Tony. Now in there in that compartment, I've got me charging wires, me power bank, and me keys. So for anyone who's giving us advice on, oh, you shouldn't be parking up and sleeping in the car in case the police come, driver seat's down there. That is the furthest point away. My car keys is in a plastic bag, and then they're wrapped up inside another plastic bag and locked away in this compartment. Do you know what I mean? If you can't get any more proof that I've got no intention to drive, I know you can still get the odd copper that's a jobs with, but look, you've just got to risk it sometimes. You've got to risk it for a biscuit, if you know what I'm talking about. Cheers, man, dingoes. You've got to risk it for a disco biscuit, if you know what I'm talking about. Right, how then? Let's have a look and see what we've got in here. This is my meal for tonight. It might not look much now while it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, but when it's heated up, I guarantee you guys, it will be lovely jubbly. This is the traditional Polish meal, and to go with that, I've got a couple of crusty bun dingoes. So this is a traditional Polish meal, which is called panakalski. Have you heard of it, guys? Panakalski. It gets called panak for short, but the full name, the Polish name, is panakalski. So basically, it's corned beef, chunks of potato, carrots, turnip, onion, leek, and like a nice like thick gravy. When that's heated up in the old pansexual, the big pansexual. Yes, guys, will certainly be a meal fit for a man dingo. Drinks wise, I've got 2 bottles left of Polish beer, Kio Polish beer. Yeah, it's not the best, but it's not bad. I've also got for snacks, I'm going to have some soon, I've got some of this Polish garlic sausage. We've got some spicy Polish chorizo ring. You cut that up with a knife and just have a little chunk as you go along. And I've got this smoked Polish Bavarian ham. So yes, guys, but the main shit staying tonight is the Polish panakalski. I'm looking forward to eating that. That'll warm the old cockles. I'm warming up already. I've got the heater jacket on. Yes, you click that button. Oh, I can feel the heat off it already, guys. Alrighty, I've showed you all my shit. Let's have another shot, dingo. Man dingoes. Okie dokie. Let's jump in the Blockmobile. I'm going to do a little bit editing. So when I bring you back, a good hour might have passed. Then we're going to talk some shite. Typical Blood Outdoor Show. Sitting having a drink, chilling out, talking shite to you absolute legends. You better believe it. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Mice. Tricycles. Yes, folks, just chilling in the back of the Blockmobile, enjoying a few Tullamore Dews, Irish whiskey. I've got another Irish whiskey over there for the world famous whiskey review. Just a miniature. I only brought about a third of this bottle out. It was left over of a previous wild camp, so I thought, why not bring it out for a few little chest warmers. The heated jacket, oh my god, it's keeping me so warm. Oh, suit you, sir. Oh, suit you. Oh, suit you, sir. Oh, you better believe it is, guys. This is turning out to be an absolutely unbelievable wild camp. Yes, I know, it's not a proper wild camp. There'll be people commenting, you know the type, absolute bellends.
It's not a wild camp, Mandingo. It's not a wild camp. You in a car. I know that, guys. I know it's not a wild camp. It's just the title of the YouTube video. Wild car camping. Don't worry about it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it takes me back to the early days of the Blot Outdoor Show. When I first started making the videos. The first one was me and Cowboy Chris. That's the only one that was in my old car. I had like an old 7-seater Kia Sedona. I think that's what it was called. And if you take the middle seats out and the back seats, you've got room to lie down. So me and Cowboy Chris doing a video then. Then I bought the old Vandingo. The old Vansexual. The old Vansexual chocolate. Oh. Oh my God. Cringe worthy or what? Yeah, I'm only joking, guys. I'm not really cringe worthy. Or am I? Yeah, so little Mick was on that one with us, the second one. And then I think the third and fourth one, or the third and fifth one, whatever. There was me and little Mick and my cousin, Davy Crangle, the brother of Graham Crangle. Absolutely Graham Crangled. We were in the Vandingo, off on a big hike, back to the van, getting smash burgered, having the time of our life. You better believe it. Yeah. Then it went into like the wild camping and the tents, which is what I love. So, although I'm really enjoying myself now, next week I'll be itching. I'll be itching in the kitchen. I'll be itching to get back up on the hills in the tent. But I think what I'm going to do is, you know, over this next few months, over the winter time, only if you guys enjoy it. Do you enjoy the car camping and the hiking? Because if you do, because I certainly do, I might do, just over the winter period, a wild camp one week, and a car camp the next week. Wild camp, car camp, wild camp, wild car camp, wild camp, car camp. You know what I mean? Or even a wild camp, car camp, wild camp, car camp. You can see where I'm coming from, can't you? Obviously, the Sunday night camps is always going to be stealth camping. Oh, my God. The Sunday night videos is always going to be stealth camping. Shoot me down and spank my arse and call me Aunt Sally. Do you know what I mean? How much shit have I getting off some wet wipes over this last couple of days? Because I didn't put a stealth camping video out on Sunday. Let me gauge regularly of this, my spam dingoes. As you legends know, I always try and make it Wild Camp Wednesday, Foodie Friday, Stealth Camp Sunday. But you'll have noticed last Sunday's video, you know, the Sunday just gone, it was a wild camp with the two Chris's, Cowboy Chris and Young Chris, the king of swing. Yeah. The reason that happened is, if you've been watching, you know, I've been struck down this last couple of weeks with a really bad Miley virus, the old biliary virus, if you know what I'm talking about. And I just haven't been able to shake it off. But Sunday night's video I'd done on the Saturday. I'd had that arranged for 2 weeks with the two Chris's to go wild camping on the Saturday. I'm just waffling shite now, guys, so sit back, get yourself a drink. You know the score on the Blot Outdoor Show. Rice. Yeah, I'd had that arranged. So that video was supposed to go on a few days later on the Wednesday, Wild Camping Wednesday. So I knew I had to get out and do a stealth camp. So I was going to go out stealth camping a few days before on the Thursday. But I still wasn't feeling 100% with the old Billy Weir. That's Jonathan Wass, isn't it? Jonathan Wass. The old Billy Weir Cyrus. Yeah, the old Miley virus. So I was going to go out on the Thursday night and do a stealth camp. But the weather was terrible. If you're from the northeast of England like me, you can confirm what I'm saying. The weather was absolutely brutal. It was non-stop torrential rain and gale platt force winds. So I was just like, oh, God. I mean, the weather does not put this Mandingo off, but because I wasn't feeling 100% there, I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to go out for the wild camp on Saturday, and I'll put that up on the Sunday. Most YouTubers would just say, right, there's going to be no video this week. There's going to be no video Gaga this week. Yeah. But this Mandingo still got a video on, even though I felt like shit, even though the weather was terrible and I couldn't get out camping. I still made sure there was a camping video on Sunday night, even though it was a wild camp instead of a stealth camp. And I still got loads of shit for it off a bunch of absolute clowns, plums. And I don't want to say no more because I don't want to get Antonio Bandingoed off YouTube, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll give you a couple of examples. I got one absolute plum. These are like people emailing us in private or sending me a private message on Instagram. Mandingo, I'm finished with you. I'm unsubscribing. Sunday night is supposed to be stealth camp. I've looked forward to that all weekend and you've ruined my weekend. God forbid I might be poorly, or I could have like a family problem or something and I might not be able to get a video out. I mean, come on. Give your head a shake, Mandingo. Do you know what I mean? I've still getting a video on YouTube. You better believe I have. What was the other one? It was some absolute clown. Oh, my mind has gone blankety blank. The old blankety blank check pen and book, if you know what I'm talking about. Jeez, my spam dingoes. Yeah, some other knacker was saying something like, yeah, hold on, let us think. I'm talking that much shit. I've got a terrible memory. Yeah, some other knacker was saying, Mandingo, I'm not happy with you. Oh, that was it. Sunday night is supposed to be stealth camping. Wednesday night is supposed to be wild camping. You've let everyone down by putting a wild camping video on a Sunday night. Listen, I'm not saying this to you guys. You guys who are watching this now, you are the absolute legends of the Blot Outdoor Show. You're the unbelievable subscribers, because these Wednesday night videos don't get the views of the Sunday night ones. So if you're tuning in now, thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. But yeah, there's no set thing on the Blot Outdoor Show. There's no set. Sunday night doesn't have to be a stealth camp. Wednesday night doesn't have to be a wild camp. I do like to try and keep it that way because it sounds good, doesn't it? Wednesday night wild camp. Foodie Friday. Sunday night stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. But every now and again, something's going to happen. Whether I'm going to be poorly or something private, you know, something in my family life. We've all got things going on in our family life, you know, and it's going to stop us from having that organisation of Wednesday night wild camp, Foodie Friday, Stealthy Sunday. I think I've only done it once before in this last, like, over 2 years. I think it was like April last year, so like April 2023. It's like a year and a half ago. I couldn't get a wild camping video out on a Wednesday. I can't remember what the reason was. Whatever reason it was, I couldn't get out and do a wild camp. But I was a week ahead on the stealth camps. So I put a stealth camping video out. Do you know what I mean? And And that's just the way it goes, Mandingos, as I say, in the back streets of Beirut. I will always try and get a video out every week. If it's a Sunday night and it's supposed to be a stealth camp, and I can't get the stealth camping video out, if I'm a week ahead on the wild camps, I'll get a wild camping video out. I think you'd rather have a wild camping video on a Sunday night than nothing, than snout, than absolutely snout. If you know what I'm trying to snout. Yes, guys. Look, I'm not Sky TV. I'm not BBC. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a fat bloke with a big, fat, hairy, spotty arse and a face a dog wouldn't lick. Do you know what I mean? I've got a face like the Titanic. I'm a bit too harsh on myself, aren't I? Yeah, I put myself down too much. I'm a lucky guy. I've got a beautiful wife with Mrs. Block with a sexy butt, so I can't be as bad as what I make out. Yes, guys. Yeah, I will always try and get a video out for you absolute legends. Every now and again, when it's a Wednesday night and it's supposed to be a wild camp, I might have to put a stealth camp out. Every now and again on a Sunday night, when it's supposed to be a stealth camp, I might put a wild camp out. But that is just the way it goes, Mandingos, as they say, in the deepest forest of the Congo. There you go, guys. It just shows you the kind of shitty arse comments I've got to put up with. But it's water off a duck's arse crack, as far as I'm concerned, because I love each and every one of you Mandingos. 99.9% of you are an absolute bunch of legends. I'm sitting here in the Blockmobile, enjoying a few whiskies. I think very soon, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Before we do the world famous whiskey review, we'll cook. I say cook. I've only got to heat it up in the big pansexual. The big pansexual. Pansexual. Sexual. Yes. I've only got to heat it up. We'll have our main meal first, and then we'll do the whiskey review later on ski. Later on ski, you know, it makes sense. Right. The Blockmobile. Matron. Oh, it's the glove of self-love. Oh, matron. Pansexual. The big, frying pansexual. Sexual. Panakelski. Rights. Absolutely Hank Marvin. Smells unreal. Yes, guys, time to get stuck in to this nice traditional Polish meal at Mrs. Blockhout. Panakalski, as you can see, steaming hot. Corned beef, potatoes, chopped up sausages, carrots, turnip, onion, leek. It's all in there, guys. And I've got some crusty bun dingoes as well. Not buttered. They would have been better if they were buttered, but you can't have everything. Let's dive in. Oh, good old Panakalski. Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Just what you need. Cold night. This last hour or so, it's starting to blow a gale plat outside. I've only been popping out when I need a slash Gordon Jury. And it's safe to say, I'm glad I'm not in a tent tonight. This is a nice treat. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, look at that. The old pansexual's next to me foot, getting in the way. The old pansexual. Yeah, it would have been nicer with a little bit of butter on. Good bit of lurpak. Good bit of lurpak for my 6-pack. Oh yes. I think my 6-pack went a long time ago, guys. But that doesn't stop me hiking up them mountains. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say, in the eastern province of Taliban-occupied Afghanistan. Right. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, yes. Oh, Merlot. Didn't realise what this was. This is just Sainsbury's own make Merlot. Better than Snout. Quite nice. Stick around, guys. We still have the world famous Wasky review to do. Alrighty. When I got here today, I was a bit worried about this parking spot, you know, for spending the night in. As I was putting my bag on outside the Blockmobile, a truck pulled up, like a pickup truck, big car pickup truck. And it was one of like the park rangers, what they're called again? I'm forgetting what they're called. What the company's called. Came from that way, pulled in, looked up at me, turned around and then went back the way he came from. So I was thinking, they must be checking the car park, you know, for like vans and like little small motorhomes, like VW ones, to see if people are stopping the night. But no one's been back along tonight. Well, I've never noticed anyone. They might have been long and they might have noticed my car and thought, it's just the Mandingo. Just leave the Mandingo alone. Well, Mrs. Blott is cooked a fine meal here. Good old Polish Panakelski. I know you think I'm a bit of a joker, but Mrs. Blott's dad, sorry guys, see there again, Mrs. Blott's granddad, 100%, genuinely, was Polish. And I don't think she'll mind me saying this. I'll make it quick, because she told me before. But our granddad was a Polish Jew, and during World War II, when the Nazis invaded Poland, and obviously they were sending all the Jews to the concentration camp. I needn't tell you any more about what happened there. You know the score. So his family were landowners. They had a farm. So they had a farm and land. Anyway, they were all captured. His family were all sent to concentration camps, but he managed to escape. I don't know how. I only know what Mrs. Blott told us, and I don't think she knows the full story as well. But somehow he managed to rock up in good old Blighty. All his family, as far as he knows, was sadly killed, you know, in the concentration camps. But he made it over here. Ended up in the northeast of England. Married Mrs. Blott's nana, grandmother. And the rest is history. Yeah. It's strange, isn't it? You tell these stories like it was just... They don't seem real, does it now? You tell these stories like it's something off the TV or something you've read. And then you hear people's real life accounts about it, and it's just... Bloody hell. It wasn't that long ago, really, was it, when it was all happening? So this is something my wife, Mrs. Blott, remembers her granddad making, Panakelski. Wow. Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed that, guys. I've got a little bit left and a bun dingo. I don't think I'm going to eat that bun dingo. I'm quite stuffed. There you go, guys. Alrighty. That's me. Absolutely stuffed. Won't be long and we will do the world famous Wasky review. Oh yes. You know it makes sense. In the back of the block the bill. Right. Yes, guys, you know what time it is. Wasky time. And this is what we've got this week. Kindly given to me from a couple of legends by the name of Shaz and Tony. Thank you so much, my man and woman friend dingoes. Saddlers, Peaky Blinder, Irish, Wasky. Oh yes. And let's get this popped in the old famous cub dingo, my Mandy Dingles. Oh yes, it's a nice little bedtime treat before I hit the old snooze button, the old snoozy bouton. Okay then guys, let's get the old bakeroni in it. Oh, quite a strong, like sweet toffee smell there. Maybe a little bit of apples. Give there a swirl around ski. We'll hoy the old ski in, the old swirl around ski. That's been a Polish special. Maybe the slightest bit of vanilla, the old vanilla ice. It doesn't just seem like apples. There's a fruity element to it. Maybe like blackberries, something like that. I don't know. I might just be talking shite. Anyway, guys, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Ricicles. Quite oaky, you know, quite woody. To me, that's like an oaky type of taste. After a couple of tastes, I've got to admit, it ain't the greatest whisky I've ever had, but I'm certainly not complaining. I've never had this one before, so thanks to Shaz and Tony, I'd rather have this, even though I'm saying it's not the greatest one I've ever had. I'd rather have this than a really, really nice one, you know, that I've had 2 or 3 times before. I want to try new whiskies for the world famous whisky review. So this is fantastic for me. Let's have another taste, guys. Oaky, maybe a little bit chocolatey, chocolatey. Hey, I'm tired, you know, as well. I don't know how I'm managing to keep waffling on. I am absolutely bush dingoed. I'm Kate bushed. As soon as I finish this whisky review, I'll be hitting the Zs. I'll be out for Z count. Let's have another taste. You don't get much in the miniature. I like to savour it and just have a little taste. Swirl it around the old gum dingoes, the old gummy bears. Yeah, oaky. Maybe the slightest little bit of chocolate. The slightest little bit of vanilla. I said vanilla in the sniff dingo as well, didn't I? Up the old Nostradamus. It ain't the smoothest, but it ain't too harsh either, you know. It's not delicate. It's certainly not a fine, delicate whisky. But at the same time, it isn't going down. You know, you get some whiskies. Everyone's, even if you're not a whiskey drinker, everyone's had a taste of whiskey at some point. And when you taste it and you go, no, it's not like that. So it's not bad. It's just not nice and silky and smooth. Down the hatch, guys. Do you know what? I've enjoyed it. It's been the perfect little end of night before you go to sleep. Chest warmer. Cheers once again to Shaz and Tony for that. Very much appreciated. Just seeing if I can get any more final flavours coming through. Yeah, fruity,
I said like apple, maybe even blackcurrants up the smell. In the taste there, yeah, maybe apples, maybe a little bit, I don't know. Am I being swayed by me food? I've just been eating some food a few minutes ago. I'm maybe getting a little bit of like a peachy, yeah? I know that sounds weird, like a peachy kind of aftertaste. And the chocolate, I'm also getting like a dark fruit, raisins, so maybe like a fruit, like a chocolate fruit nut aftertaste. I've enjoyed it, guys, yeah, I've enjoyed it. Let me find the bottle. There you go, folks. Peaky Blinder, Irish Whiskey. Time for the old Scordingos. I think I've waffled on too much. I'm shattered. I think it's well worthy of a 7.3. Oh yes, and there's snout wrong with that score. A 7.3 is a decent score. It's well above average. So, yes, it's a 7.3 from this Mandingo. Ho ho, yes. You better believe it is. And you know what I'm talking about. This is serious, wild car camping. Right. Bonjour. Good night, Vienna. Arrivederci. Vorsprung Dirk Technique. And give me hope, Joanna. Give me hope, Joanna. Give me hope, Joanna, till the morning comes. See you in the morning, guys. Rice cakes. Good morning, Mandingos. Wow, what a sleep. It's 10:05. I have slept like a baby. I could have slept for a lot longer, but there's been people walking past. There's a couple of cars just parked up down there. Oh, here's another one pulling in. All your morning hikers probably's turning up to do the hike that I did. But yeah, fantastic. A nice change from being in the tent. Don't get me wrong, Dingo Mandingos, that's what I love to do. Camping out up in the hills in the tent. That's my passion. But this has been a nice, refreshing change. And like I said earlier on in the video, I'm definitely going to do a few more of these car camps over the winter months. You better believe I am. Right then, I need to have a slash garden. I need to drain the lizard. The old Eddie Lizard. I'm bursting. Just making sure there's no one around before I quickly pop out and get a quick pee. And I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela. Mice. Well, lovely morning. Absolutely fantastic. Nice easy breakfast for me, guys. Cup of coffee, Nescafe instant coffee, jammy heart biscuit from Greg's. Spot on. I'll probably pull in somewhere on the way home and grab a coffee and a video or nasty, something like that. Yeah, I've absolutely loved this. I think you can tell. I enjoy every camping trip, but I've certainly enjoyed this car camping trip. So yeah, if you want to see more of these car camps, let me know in the comment section and I will keep doing them. You better believe I will. Spot on. No one's bothered us. I think if you come and do this by yourself, or even like with your wife or girlfriend or even with one mate, you'll probably get away with it. It's when you're in big groups and you're making loads of noise and you've got the music blasting, that's what they don't want. It's worked out well for me, put it that way. Here's another car pulling in, some more hikers. So we'll end this now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, it really does help the channel. And please tune in on the next video, which will be another takeaway review on Friday night. Sunday night for another stealth camp. Yes, it'll be a stealth camp, guys. And then next Wednesday for another wild camp. Probably back out in the tent. You better believe it, man, dingoes. Bonjour. See you in the next one, guys. I love each and every one of yous. Right.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's my turtle sense might very nice.